Hide Me Sakla Beni series, 2023. Starring Yilmaz Kaycılaroglu, Semra Baysal, Asad Kalebek, Sene Gula, Seda Duvenci. The protagonists of this drama, which is a stunning cocktail of passion. Young people meet, Yilmaz Kaycılaroglu, and Naz, Asad Kalebek, who are the children of rich and influential families. Spoiled from childhood and used to getting everything they want out of life. They live in a world of family promises that become the starting point of their relationship. However, when Meet notices Insula, Semra Baysal, a charmingly beautiful maid, Naz, who has always been there for him since childhood, he begins to question the decisions he has made. Meet's return from abroad means that Naz will finally marry him. The idyllic anticipation of the wedding is replaced by the joy of both families, all its members. Except Insula. She is the only person who can understand Naz and be a support in her life. The two have become interdependent on each other, but unfortunately they are both in love with the same man. And this love frightens Insula when she learns of the wedding. As much as Insula tries to be happy for Naz, the news of the marriage breaks her heart. However, life decides to test this trio much more than they anticipated. Insula and Meet's secret relationship will change the direction of the story Naz has painstakingly written for years. Meet is faced with a complex internal conflict as he does not want to disappoint his family, but nevertheless feels a strong attachment to Insula. This leads him to find his own path and true love, who may be there, but not as clearly as he is used to seeing with his fiancée Naz. Meet will have to re-evaluate his priorities, recognize his true feelings, and make his difficult choice. It's a decision that will turn his life upside down. Did you find this series interesting? Wild. Actors, Oscar Sari, Semih Barlas, Bertan Aslani. The series tells about the struggle for the life of a young man who grew up on the street, who calls himself Yaman and his friends. The events of the series begin with Yaman meeting with Atesh and his girlfriend Rüya, who left the entertainment club at midnight. Dirty Basket. Cast, Ayka Bingöl, Devrim Yakut, Serkay Tudiansiu. The series tells about the hard life of three women who clean the rich mansions of the prestigious district of Istanbul. This is a story that makes you cry and laugh. Coming to a strange house, they become witnesses of different scenes. Each family has its own secrets and intrigues. They are like dirty laundry baskets, they know and hide a lot, but only for the time being. Until the suicide of one of the housekeepers, who jumps out of the window of the villa where she works. Black Swan. Cast, Aybük Puzat, Furkan Andik, Oktay Kaynarka. The series tells about the dramatic story of a very young girl who had many life trials. In the life of the main character, the role of which is embodied by the actress Aybük Puzat, there are a lot of difficulties and trials. She is very attractive, smart and kind, but life for the girl has always been harsh. So there were circumstances that in a completely hopeless situation, the heroine took a desperate step. Under the pressure of circumstances, a young girl was forced to agree to marriage with a man much older than herself. The husband of the young heroine was the father of her best friend. The girl sacrificed her future happiness by choosing as her husband a man suitable for her father. Completely Different Me. Cast, Burak Deniz, Hande Erçel. In the center of the plot of the Turkish series A Completely Different Man was a young man who suffers from some personality disorder. A previously polite and sweet young man can at any moment turn into a rude person and spoil the mood of those around him, and not wanting it himself. Kenan was a journalist and well-known media personality. Prosecutor Layla, who came from Mush to Istanbul to visit her parents, immediately gets to work. She must understand the circumstances of the murder of a well-known businessman. Here she meets Kenan and together they will try to find the killer. The brutal murder of Hamdi Adilbey brings the paths of Kenan and Layla together. Kenan is a journalist who hunts for hot news, and Layla is a prosecutor investigating this murder. Investigating this case, young people constantly bump into each other. At first glance, they are drawn to each other. But something scares Layla. She doesn't trust the ambitious journalist everyone admires. She believes that he is completely different and hides important information. And to some extent it turns out to be right. This murder reveals the secrets of the past, changing the lives of Layla and Kenan.